Y'all, look what my mom just texted me. She's already roasting me, and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Ew, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. I haven't made a video in a very, very long time. I know that's besides the point. Like, your boy's just been living in the gym, playing ball, doing what I need to do, preparing myself for September. I'm very, very excited. It's all, well, not technically. It is official, it's just the exact date is not official yet, but when the date comes, I'll tell you guys. You guys are OG subs, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but that's besides the point. The point is golly, LeBron James and the Cavaliers got swept last night. I haven't covered the playoffs at all this entire year. This entire playoffs, I usually cover the playoffs for the past 2 years. I didn't cover them this year. I mean, like, what was there to cover? That's besides the point. I've just been grinding at the gym, doing my thing. But look, you're gonna sit there and tell me that the Cavaliers couldn't get one freaking game, man. The Cavaliers couldn't even get one game against the Golden State Warriors. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and trip like most people and say LeBron James isn't even top 5. He's not even top 3 of all time anymore. How could you get swept again in the playoffs? Did you see how embarrassing the Cleveland Cavaliers played against the Golden State Warriors in Game 4? That game was pretty much over in the third quarter. Okay? I mean, if you look at the pieces that LeBron James is playing with, I mean, right now, I could go on and start for the Cleveland Cavaliers right now as their starting point guard. How bad they're playing. Rodney Hood. Look, Kyle Korver, I'm not going to knock you. You're my dog. You can shoot. You can do what you need to do. But if you ain't catching and shooting, don't dribble the ball. The man was under the dude, I think it was Game 3. He was under the basket. It was like a loss of possession or a steal or a rebound or something. He got like an offensive rebound. Under the basket, wide open layup. He pump fakes. No one's near him. He pump fakes because he's nervous. How the hell? You're like 10 plus years pro, man. I'm going to cut you some slack, though. It's been a tough year for you with your brother. God bless him. Rest in peace. But Kyle Korver, come on, man. If you ain't shooting the ball, if you ain't catching and shooting, if you ain't coming off the screen, don't dribble. Don't dribble the ball. Rodney Hood, George Hill, Jordan Clarkson. I mean, if it ain't LeBron. Ooh. Yo, y'all remember when I first started making videos and how I would go off and like scream and rage and like be a fool or whatever? If I would have made a video after, what was it? I don't remember if it was Game 1. I think it was Game 1. When JR... Wow. The Cavs would have won that game. First of all, the Cavs would have won that game if George Hill would have made both damn free throws. You're an 80+% free throw shooter, and you're going to tell me in the finals you ain't going to hit both free throws? I would have went in there and hit both damn free throws. Okay, and then on top of that, JR gets the rebound. Okay, now I'm not mad at him for dribbling it back out to the three-point line because the man still had like 7 seconds left on the clock. That's why LeBron was like, give me the ball, give me the ball. Kevin Durant and Clay knew there were 7 seconds left on the clock. That's why they ran towards LeBron. They weren't running after JR, they were running after LeBron. They didn't want LeBron to get the ball with 7 seconds left. All right, so LeBron is there, give me the ball, give me the ball. And what does JR do? Dribbles the ball out and lets time go. Like, dude, and then first of all, Tyronn Lue, why are you not calling a timeout? You know you have a timeout left. Why are you not calling a timeout? So that's 3 things that went wrong. George Hill should have made both damn free throws. J.R. Smith should have just went straight up with it. He was right under the basket. He wasn't wide open, but he was right under the basket for a floater. Because Kevin Durant, he would have had to step in to try and block J.R. And J.R. catch, goes right up with it. Float it up right away. What is the man doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing, man? Come on, JR. You cost the Cavaliers that game. Without a doubt. And so did George Hill. That's besides the point. Game 4. As soon as I saw how do I put this? You guys know how I feel about LeBron. When he plays that way, I know they're going to lose. So when I saw LeBron come out playing like low energy, lackadaisical, and I was like, okay, Cavs are about to get swept. And like, I'm FaceTiming my girlfriend while trying to watch the game at the same time, you know, and it's just like, I'm happy that I didn't watch the game in full. Like, I was tuning in every like few seconds or whatever, just like quickly glancing over. But like, I'd much rather have talked to my girlfriend because, like, first of all, I love that girl. But like, are you kidding me? Like, it is an absolute embarrassment. That's exactly what that was. That was an absolute embarrassment. I've never seen something so embarrassing in my life. And then when LeBron James got off the court, it was like watching high school players. When LeBron and Kevin Love were off the court, it was literally watching high school players, you know, versus the best team in NBA history. Like, that's literally what it was like watching. We could have got a 16-year-old from the AAU to try and play, and they would have done better than this man Rodney Hood. What the hell are you doing? And then you have the commentator saying, oh, well, Rodney Hood is a scorer. He's a scorer, but yet the man was averaging like 5 points per game for the playoffs for his career. What kind of... Ooh, I almost went back to old Steve going crazy. But right now, you know, I'm in recovery mode, man. I just... intense working out. I'm making a YouTube video. By the way, the YouTube videos are coming back. Just, you know, I just can't fathom how absolutely embarrassing that was for the Cavaliers in Game 4. And God bless Cleveland fans for giving LeBron James a standing ovation. However, it ain't making a difference. All right, look, I know the only chance, first of all, the only chance the Cavaliers have of LeBron James staying is if they get Carmelo Anthony or like Chris Paul or who else is the top. That's it. Because Kevin Durant already said he's staying. Paul George is either going to the Lakers or he's staying in OKC. So it's like, if the Cavaliers don't get Melo or if the Cavaliers don't get CP3, say bye-bye. Bye. Ignoring your calls now. He's trying to stack his money from wall to wall now. He's out. He's going to leave. He's not gonna stay there while, like, that team that he had just now was worse than what he had in 07 against the Spurs. I'm sorry, I have to say it. That Cavalier team that he had just now is worse than he had in 2007 against the Spurs when I was 10 years old. I remember that series like it was yesterday. It was way worse than that team that he had there. It was absolutely embarrassing. I cannot believe that this man had to put up with that. Besides Kevin Love played well. Besides K Love, absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. JR, I can't. I'm not gonna go off right now, man. I'm in a good mood. I'm chilling. I'm cooling. You know, I'm actually about to hit the weights real quick while my uncle ain't here, because when he comes back, he gonna be pissed at me because, like, I'm supposed to be in recovery mode, so I'm not supposed to be working out today. Today is just a lazy day, laying down all day. But I had to make the video, and I really feel like hitting the weights right now. Oh, by the way, y'all wanted to know my progress. I think I'm like, what do I weigh in at? Like 170, 175 now? And I was like 160, 165. So like I gained 10 pounds in like the last 2 months, which is good because, again, you know, I'm not really going for size or anything. And like my natural body type, I'm not going to get huge anyway. I'm a naturally slim, healthy guy like Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? I do my thing, you know? But yeah, that's besides the point. That's just been the progress. Just doing like, going in like 12-hour sessions and like, not of lifting, but like of playing and like shooting around and like putting shots up and dribbling. Just a whole nightmare. And like I told you guys this, by the way, I'm graduating college like a semester early. If everything plans out the way it's supposed to, because one of my classes just got canceled, so I don't know, I gotta fix that real quick. Probably like get a class online and like have that credit come in. This is the last, like, it's now or never for this to work out. So like, if this is it, after this, like I told y'all, like I'm only doing this until I finish college, like, and then that's it. So we'll see how it plays out. But the only way LeBron James stays in Cleveland, honestly, is if they get Chris Paul, my man CP3. Like, if they don't get CP3, they don't get my main man Carmelo Anthony, then like I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, I don't know where LeBron is gonna go. I don't know if he's going to go to the... I don't even think Houston has the cap because they have Eric Gordon. They're going to try and re-sign CP3. And CP3 is going to want that $200+ million contract. You know, the type of contract that someone out of New York City deserves. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know how I do. Anyway, that's besides the point. Look, can you all imagine, like, 5 years from now, like, if I make it, and then 5 years from now, like, I'm on the Knicks or whatever, and it's free agency time, and they're gonna be like, Steve, where are you gonna go, Steve? Where are you going? I'm staying in New York. Where the hell you think I'm going? I'm playing for the Knicks. Like, give me my $200 million contract, and I'm staying with the Knicks for the rest of my life. Anyway, that's besides the point. I gotta keep that on the low, because I don't want people listening that shouldn't be listening besides my fan base. If that happens, all right? But at the end of the day, like, honestly, I'm sorry, man, but I didn't think LeBron was going to leave Cleveland because I thought the Cavaliers were going to put up some sort of a fight, but they did not put up a fight at all. It was absolutely embarrassing. I can't believe that that is what happened, to get swept. Not even one game. And I'm not knocking LeBron. It's not LeBron's fault. The man did his thing. Kevin Love did his thing. It's just like everyone else. I mean, I've never seen... It was really worse than 2007. It was really worse than the Cavaliers in 2007 against the Spurs. Like, that's how embarrassing that was. I remember I was on FaceTime last night, and I saw LeBron walking off, right? And, like, I glance over real quick, and I see this dude, Rodney Hood. He caught the ball at the elbow from 3. He pump faked it. But, like, there was no one there. So he's pump faking it to the air. And then he takes a step in. And first of all, he traveled his ass off. But it didn't matter at that point because the game was lost. And he pump faked it. He like, drove in. And then he floated it up. And the dude hit the back of the rim. And I'm like... I was in disbelief. I'm just like... Wow. 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 But I didn't want it to ruin, like, the FaceTime with my girl. So I was like, I'm just going to push that to the side and not even pay attention to that. Because if I were to pay attention to that game, I would have went off. I would have exploded like I used to. Y'all remember how I used to do screaming at the top of my lungs? Knock, 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 knock. Y'all remember? I had security knock on my dorm room before. And then, like... I had my next door neighbor knock on my apartment door before because I was like raging, and oh man, I was crazy back then. Still am. But yeah, man, the only way LeBron stays in Cleveland is if Chris Paul comes, or if like Melo. The reason why I hesitated when I said Melo is not because of the Melo thing. It's because I don't know if Kemba is a free agent, but if they can get Kemba, they're still not going to win. That'd be a solid pickup, though. But, like, the best bet for LeBron at this point is to either go to the West and just not make the finals anymore, so his record doesn't get even worse than it already is, so we don't have haters like Stephen A. Smith or Skip Bayless saying he's not even close to Michael Jordan. Look, the man is the greatest player of all time. I don't give a damn what the hell you say. I said LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, so that means I'm right. My fan base says LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, so that means I'm right in terms of that too. So, like, LeBron is the greatest player of all time. That's it. Period. Over. Nonsense. The only people that say Michael Jordan is still better than LeBron James are like people that are like 75 years old that can't let go of their childhood because they're like fucking 75 years old now. Like, your time is gone. Michael Jordan ain't the best anymore. LeBron James is the greatest of all time. That is obviously until someone else steps on the court. I mean, let's be real for a second. Anyway, yeah, I'm still the same goofy weirdo that I am and that I always will be. That's besides the point. I can't believe the finals are over already, man. 4 games? Like, is that the best we could have gotten? 4 games? 4 games. Look, I'm gonna conclude the video on this. My arms are hurting from holding this damn camera up because it's been so long since I held the camera up. It's been like over a month, man. I gotta stop slacking on my pimping with this YouTube thing, man. Anyway, let me tell y'all this right now. I would kill for the dough, just letting you know. That's fine. Whatever. Like, I'm out, man. LeBron James is still the greatest player of all time. The only way he stays in Cleveland is if they sign Chris Paul or Carmelo Anthony. I'm out. Peace.